Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And we're still looking at Cherish the Season. Just love this and so much we can do with it. And today we are looking at From the Sounds of the Season dies. Get them both together as a bundle, you save 10%. And we're looking at these lovely little die cut sprigs this time. So I've die cut quite a few of those out, and I've also die cut some of the bells out using these. I just stamped them in black, so you can see on here this bell and this bell has a coordinating die, so you can cut them out. So all I've done is I've die cut those in, I just stamped them in a good black ink. You can use Memento or any other black ink. And all I've done is just done that as a bit of preparation so the video doesn't take too long. We've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and we are going to, we have got, so I've die cut some out in, I've got Garden Green and I've got Pear Pizzazz. Some of them I have die cut out using our adhesive sheets, and you know, I've just done a few on there. And out of the piece of the brushed metallic which I'd stuck on, which I've used for lots of things, used for the bell the other day, used for these ones, I've just cut a couple of those out. So we've got different dimensions and layers, and some of them we're just going to have to stick on. So I'm just going to start by making a bough. So I just need to peel off the adhesive on this. It'll just make life a little easier for me. So we're just going to start just sort of in one corner and just stick the boughs on. So we've got light and we've got dark. Now these ones I haven't got any adhesive on, so we just need to use a little bit of glue on here. Just looking to see which I've got more glue in. I think I've got more glue in this one. So again, I'm just literally just running a little bit of wet glue just down on the sides of these. So you can use sticky sheets, you can use wet glue, and I'm just going to put this one down here like that. And then we've got some little ones. So let's have a little one. What colour is that? That's a dark little one. So I'm going to just peel the adhesive sheet off. Sometimes they come off easily and sometimes they don't. It really depends how. There we go. It's like dimensional. Sometimes they're good to you and sometimes they're not. So I'm going to stick this one sort of just in on the middle here, I think, on there. And we'll have another one. This is a light one, so that can go up at the top. I'm trying to do the different sort of shades to just give a little bit of sort of contrast coming through. So we've got them in different layers. Put one in down like that, and I'll put the other one with the sticker in. I think I've probably done them a little bit close to each other, but I'm going to have to spread them out a little bit on here. So I'll have one sort of about like that. We've got a little one in down here, which can come down in on the bottom like that. We've got the gold one, so let's just put a gold one. I think the sticky's already come out of there, so let's have a gold one coming down in that direction. So that's got a bit of height on it. We need to balance it with another gold one, and we'll have that one sort of coming up, joining onto it up at that angle. These ones need to be glued. Probably have cut a few more of the larger ones, but I think we'll be able to work with it. As I say, cut as many as you want, and then we're just going to sort of bring it down on here. We can have another one which is, have I got all the sticky off of there? Yeah. Don't we have another one coming in like that on there? This one's got a little bit of one sticking down, or maybe sticking up this way, like that. So my branches are all a bit sort of wiggly woggly, but I don't think by the time we've finished, I don't think it'll matter too much. So let's have this one sort of coming up in like that at that angle. Maybe just sticking it across. And I've got this little one as well, which has got just a piece of the one on. And I might take that because I want that to really sort of counteract on there. So I'm going to put that in on there. I think it'll just give a little bit. So you basically do your branches all the way across, and then that gives you something for your bells to hang from. And we're going to use the smaller bells that I've cut out. So I've got these ones, and I think we'll use, I've got to colour them in and make them pretty, but we'll have one in there, we'll have maybe one there, and let's have one down in on the end here, like that. That'll work. So we'll have 3 on here. So let's take these out. Now, you can do the bells in whatever sort of colours you want, really. So I've done them in the Light and Dark Daffodil Delight for a card we did earlier on. I think I'm going to try using Smoky Slate and maybe a little bit of Ivory, or maybe the, what's the light crumb cake? I'm going to see how much I've got of this. Let me just get a scrap to go to start off with. I'm going to use the broad tip if I can. Okay, I haven't got any of that one left, so we might have to do it with the Ivory, because I know I've got some of that, and the light Smoky Slate, fingers crossed I've got some of that left. Yes, I have. Okay, so with this, all I'm going to do is to just colour in the bell in the Smoky Slate. I'm doing the wide tip because then it doesn't take quite as long. I'm not doing the handle with the wide tip, so we'll just literally colour it through the Smoky Slate, because bells are sort of silver, aren't they? Silver bells and cockle shells, that's a flower, isn't it? Silver bells, but bells normally are silver or gold. So if we do it with that one, and then I'm just going to take the fine tip to just go round the top here. So that's one. Top in on here. And on that one. Now, I am going to try with just a little bit of Ivory to try and give just down the centre. Oh, actually, no, that's good. The Ivory will give the shadow running through just on the, where the hash marks are. Just give a little bit in there, so that by doing it just where the hash marks are in just a different tone, it gives that bit of a shadow on it. So that's that's another experiment of running colours together that actually works. And then we can just get a little piece on here, and wherever the little lines are that give the natural, where the artist has told us where it's going to be a little bit of dark, then just put that one in, and that gives you a far more realistic looking bell than if you hadn't. So we then need to put these little bells in here, and I'm going to put the bells up with dimensionals, I think. Again, I could have cut it on our adhesive sheets, but let me just get my pot out and see what dimensionals I've got. Oh yes, I've got some here. Okay, so these ones will fit perfectly. Our standards, just one of those on the back of each one. So one on there, one on there, and one on there. And then we can put them, as I say, I haven't sort of balanced it completely right, but it doesn't matter too much. I probably would have put just a few more in, but let's tuck this one in just in here. So we've got one little bell coming in there. We've got another little bell. In fact, I don't know whether I want to have it under or over. Probably needs to be under a bit, doesn't it? See if we can tuck that one under. We'll have one in under here, so that's going to come down like that over the top of those ones. This one we're just going to tuck the little edge of it in so it comes that way, and then we'll have the third one just in the middle in between these ones, so that that's just tucked in underneath on there. So you've got your little bells sort of going across. Then what you could do is to put, if you wanted the bells sort of more on a string, you could put a little bit of twine in over the top to just hang them if you wanted to have it from one side to the other. Don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to leave it as it is and just put a sentiment in on the bottom. So may you cherish the wonder of the season now and throughout the year. Now that could go inside or it could go on the outside. So we haven't used that one yet. Let's just put that in at the bottom, and I can decide what colour am I going to do it in. I could pick up the grey, the smoky slate. I could pick up the green, probably look quite nice, or I could just take the black, couldn't I? I think I'm just going to do it in black, because I think that will work okay, because the words are quite small and in script, so we want it to come out quite nicely, and I just need to make sure that I get that straight at the bottom like that. Oh yes, that's nice. May you cherish the wonder of the season now and throughout the year. So I think that works quite well. Let me just get my scrub out. And that has actually balanced it a little bit at the top. So, you know, branches aren't always completely symmetrical. You do have little bits coming out. And then I just need a green base. Let me have a look and see if I've got one. Should have probably prepared that before I started, which I haven't, but let me have a look. I've got a Just Jade one, which will probably just work to demonstrate it. Yeah, that looks nice. So again, with these ones, what I would do is just add, and I don't think you're going to be able to see it very well, but if on the bells you just add a little bit of Wink of Stella, the Wink of Stella just adds that little bit of sparkle to those bells. And I really do like just a little bit of the twinkle in on there, and as I say, as it dries you get that really lovely sparkle. It's very difficult to see on camera. You can very rarely see it. Don't know if I lift it and move it that way, you might be able to just see it. But I think again that makes a very pretty, simple card. You've got the different layers with the metallic foil, and you've got your little bells hanging across with a very sweet may you cherish the wonder of the season now and throughout the year. So I quite like that one. So we've now used these little bells in there, and we've used some of the sprigs. So join me again for another one and see what we come up next time. And again, it's Cherish the Season and the coordinating dies, which are sounds of the season. with the bells. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, stay safe and stay well and be kind. Bye-bye.